can't afford $11.95. What's your problem?
Kool-Aid girl, my only love. Kool-Aid girl, my only love. Juice on your lip and it's dripping on your hips. Put my girl in jail for so long. She did nothing wrong. I want you free and I'm begging to the skies above. Kool-Aid girl, my only, yeah, Kool-Aid girl, my only love. If I was that guy from the farming website, I'll treat you right, clap those cheeks all night. I would change your life, no more OnlyFans. I will be your only man. Free Kool-Aid for life, only for $11.95. No more living in a van. We're going on vacation in Japan, and you can use my hot tub. Kool-Aid girl, my only, Kool-Aid girl, my only love. Juice on your lip and it's dripping on your hips. Put my girl in jail for so long. She did nothing wrong. I want you free and I'm begging to the skies above. Kool-Aid girl, my only, Kool-Aid girl, my only. Juice on your lip and it's dripping on your hips. Put my girl in jail for so long. She did nothing wrong. I want you free and I'm begging to the skies above. Kool-Aid girl, my only, Kool-Aid girl, my only. Kool-Aid girl, my only love. Kool-Aid girl, my only love.
Oh, what's up, everybody? We are here, and it is time for the long-awaited, promised and delivered, neither under nor over, promised. The DM show, part 1 is here, and I hope you are ready and strapped in. Also, we have a bonus-style announcement. We will also be doing a show tomorrow. So you get double style, double teamed this week. By that being said, Sam came up with that tagline. He said, how about this? Everyone's going to get double teamed by that being said. And I was like, sure, that's fine. It's a good tagline. So we're doing that this week. Okay. So we'll see you tomorrow, 1 hour earlier than this. Okay. 1 hour earlier than this, we're going to start. If Sam can make it, we're not sure yet, but I'll be here at least, the very least. Anyways, hello, everybody. Hello, fantastic Mr. Sam. How you feeling, my friend?
Hello, I am fucking buzzing actually. Had a good weekend.
Hell yeah.
Full of energy.
Hell yeah, that's the way. Did you do a quick set of anything? Maybe work out your traps before the show?
I do that. I would do that every show.
Okay,
I get my 5-pound dumbbells out and do a quick 10.
Thank God. We'll talk about the workout shit tomorrow, but let me tell you, it was very funny to hear DSP talk about his muscle groups, legs, back, and traps. Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's
wait.
the main muscle groups. Come on. All right, what's up? Meerkat's in the house as well. Hello, Meerkat.
Yes, hello everybody. What's up? I
It is
just had a
time.
quick set of beers and we're about to start.
I had a quick pulling session myself, and it finished up nicely. The camera was off. Anyways, let's keep working. Let's get going, okay? So, Meerkat,
Yeah,
you want
just don't pull too hard or you're gonna rip the skin.
Could you teach me how to not do that? All right, let's stop this. Stop this nonsense. We're getting too much nonsense going on. Okay, so I'll set the stage here. So we are in 2000. We're going to take you back to the past of 2024. 2024. And DSP is doing his thing, right? We got $50 goal for glasses. We got $100 goal for hat. $150 for the vest, I think. I think that was what it was, right? And this is what we're looking at in terms of views. We're up to about 538,000 views on a normal month for him at this point. Okay, which is a little bit higher than the previous month, but that's what we were rocking with on DSP's. You know, he would consider a successful stream hitting $50 for the goal. Now, that all changed when someone known as the Kino Casino started talking about DSP. Now, what I mean talking, I just mean talking about him. And I want to start with this because just to show you. And shout outs to Stored Exchange, by the way, for this, because this is a legendary tool they've set up to go through the entire arc. And they started with all the times Kino Casino made fun of DSP. So they made fun of him a lot, many, many times. I even found one. Here's a secret one I found. The first mention of DSP by Triple P on Twitter was using him as an example, and he was talking in 2021. Triple P on Twitter says the Passion Flaky video, I don't know what that is, but there you go. The Passion Flaky video was playing a DSP character who would of course ban people from chat. So that was the first mention I found of Triple P of DSP, and that was back in 2021. But anyways, back to this. So on their shows, they would make fun of a lot of lolcows and make fun of a lot of different people. Now, one time, I think where it changed, and Meerkat, you could tell me if I'm wrong on this, but when they started watching DSP roast other people, that, I think, was the change in their mindset of like, we hate Raquetto more than DSP. Let's watch DSP roast him it was on DSP Reacts at first. And like, oh yeah, get him, Phil.
Right,
and
right.
I really think that's where like the whole beginning of the machinations of this happening kind of was spawned. You know, what do you think about that?
Yeah, that's right. Right. When DSP was talking about Review Tech USA, because they're heavily covering Review Tech USA and clowning on him. There's a playlist of like 80 videos at least. Because I used to watch them and they were pretty funny. Because Review Tech USA is also a bum, much like DSP. And this is like the enemy of my enemy type of situation. So yeah.
And so they did many videos about this, watching him, talking about him. But it's still making fun of him, by the way. I just want to remind you, DSP plays Little Kitty, Big City. They had a whole video about DSP loves the game. And they made fun of him for the entire time about liking this game. Nick Raquetta talks about DSP. DSP talks about a court hearing. DSP is going through a midlife crisis. Again, they're making fun of him. There's nothing, they might call him king, but they're very much still making fun of him, okay, during this whole thing. I'm just still scrolling of all the times they use DSP in their own content for this, okay? I'm still scrolling, okay? Now, I will stop here, though, because during this time period, someone says something, at some point during the summer, I'm not sure exactly when. PWAP didn't even know, and he couldn't find the VOD on this. Some point during the summer, Kino Casino said this. At some point during this very summer. Here we go.
Like, oh yeah, you want to just hang out? Imagine us having DSP here, and we can't ask him anything about anything. It has to be like, what games are you playing? You know?
Okay, that's the first one.
Which I find funny for someone saying they don't want to get involved in drama. At this point, I don't think we will ever get any truth.
For someone DM Phil and tell him we want him on the Kino Casino for just a nice, chill convo.
From him, but I tried.
I'd honestly suck his balls.
Here.
I'd get out the broomstick. I'd sweep it all for Phil. Fuck
There
him.
we go.
I'd be like, yo, everyone making fun of you. They're pretty nuts, huh? Yeah, bud.
What?
So this is,
I love
again,
the
we
game.
played this before, but this is exactly what they ended up doing, and there is one more part to this.
People to send them $5 donos and go, you better go on Kino Casino. They love you. They're sweeping it up.
Here.
I don't know.
Just take his side on literally everything. Exactly.
No clue. That's not what we were even talking
Some DSP haters would be so mad at us.
about. So it sounds to me, I hate to say it,
That ended up happening, by the way, guys. Anyways, this was March 19th is the video they're watching. That doesn't mean that's when it happened. But on March 19th, they just talked about their entire plan right there, about what they were going to do. And they would do that exact thing. Big Ups Faradox says, what does candies mean? Candies are gifted subs. And that's what LTG calls them. They're subs. Parallelogram Yosef says, Meerkat, I swear your music comes right on time. When I'm cruising on the highway, it's so badass. It literally feels like I'm in GTA or something. There you go, Meerkat. Big ups. In GTA. Get him in there.
Thanks, dude. Thanks.
Let's
Sounds
get
cool.
Let's get Rockstar on this. Come on. Brad Burnian says, finish my initial chemo. Find out in mid-November if I get my cancer gone. Big ups, Brad. Hope everything goes well with that, obviously. True legend, Brad Burnian in the house here. And hope everything goes well with that one, sir. Okay, so moving on, we now get to DSP's first mention of Kino Casino himself. Okay, so it's brought up in his own chat, and this is on May 8th of 2024.
Licorice did a $7 super chat. I don't even understand what this means. Maybe you guys can explain this to me again. Another thing just goes right over my head. Just look at this. PPP of Kino Casino gave you a lot of compliments for your review of Nick Rakita.
There we go.
Did you see any clips of that? I love your show, by the way. Who is PPP? What is Kino Casino? I assume when you say I got compliments for my review of Nick Rakita, you're talking about the clip that was submitted to my React show on Sunday.
That's
where
the
I
crux.
honestly reacted to what I was seeing. And yes, I was just as appalled as everybody else at the behavior that we saw in that clip.
Yes.
Right? But no, I did not see any clips of anything. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have never heard of it. But the only reason that I'm kind of trying to figure out what this is, there's a ton of comments on the video they're saying, oh, Kino Casino. Yeah, Kino Casino. I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, see, so that was like directly after Kino Casino. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he wouldn't look it up if somebody was just making a bunch of comments under my videos saying that someone sent them, which has happened in the past.
Yeah.
At least I look up the person to see, like, who is this guy that gave me a shout out?
Yeah. Yeah.
You think.
Yeah, just out of sheer curiosity. But you got to remember, this is pre-Resurgence, and it seems like there's, Resurgence seems to be the era before. Well, pre-Resurgence was the era before he was actively able to look things up. It seems like.
Yeah,
because now he can Google stuff.
Oh yeah.
This one we can't do that stuff. Yeah. Our studio's not set up for that, guys.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah.
As you can
Little
see,
does he know, things are about to change.
This is so wild, by the way. Look at his setup right here. What is different from his current setup? You tell me.
I know.
You know what I mean?
That's what's amazing.
He has RGBs here too. I didn't realize it. He has RGBs already in May of 2024.
Yeah, and like that's what I always say is like from the viewer's point of view, what's actually changed, to make life more interesting for a viewer. You know what I mean? He's still got the shitty tables, still got the RGB lights that don't really add much, So yeah, it's all just what's in front of him that's changed.
Yeah, shitty Hobby Lobby, blame it on the lag shitter posters.
There's just more, kind of just overall, just more stuff.
Yeah,
because he still has like the soundproofing foam, but the one he has right now is insane. Everything is so colorful. There's so much contrast. Is insane, and this is actually better than that, I think. Even though this is also terrible, but
I will say his mic is like just definitely better. His mic is absolutely better in these ones. Like it just is. Sounds more natural.
It's a lot clearer.
Yeah, it's just like sounds like a person talking. Faradax has a good point. I thought he cased them and sought them out. Oh yeah. Please, he definitely did. He's laying his trap as we watch right now. He's saying that letting the trap. This is all part of the plan, guys. As far as says, constantly pleading ignorance is actually fitting for DSP, the most ignorant of pig roaches. Yeah, that's a defense mechanism, right? Douchebags can do and say you don't know what's going on, I don't know anything about that. Politicians do that, I don't know anything about that.
Maybe you don't know what's going on.
But
I wouldn't put it past him to not know what's going on, but not look it up if a bunch of people are telling him it's going on.
Yeah. Digital Gangster says Sam and ALT are close in age, but only ALT is Unk. Thank you, Digital Gangster. That's not confirmed or denied, by the way. I'm much younger than Sam. Few people know that. Anyways, that's not true. Anyways, next up, we're going to move on to the next mention, which is in June 18th now. We're moving forward 2 months, 1 month, in the timeline, and chat brings it up. Here's a quick bite for you. Meerkat left that in the timestamp for you.
Winston says, if they emailed you to set it up, would you consider going on the show Kino Casino? You talk about internet ongoings. They watch your clips of you talking about Review Tech USA and Rakita. I don't know anything about them. Some people mention them in my chat sometimes. and I'm just ignorant. I'm gonna be honest, I'm ignorant. I don't know anything about who they are, what they do. If it's a drama
You
show,
fucking would,
and it's
man.
about-
You would look it up.
I maybe he's so scared though. I mean, what? Who has his best interests in mind? No one does, and even Kino Casino didn't. But
making fun of others.
Yeah,
you know
go
what?
ahead.
I know he looked them up because someone told him, Phil, those guys make fun of Review Tech USA, and you hate them.
Yeah.
100% he looked it up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, that's what led to the first message here. We're still working our way there. It's coming up soon
I
now.
probably wouldn't do it.
Mhm.
If it's a show about like serious topics,
Yeah,
and
serious
they feel like I could
topics.
chime in on them, great. If it's just about drama and making fun of others and shit, probably not.
He ended up doing that exact thing, and it was just making fun of others. Actually, go ahead.
I don't. Like I said, I don't
He did that exact thing.
want to be involved in that culture at all.
It's all
I
he
really
wants,
don't. And
really,
I-
as his kind of happy ending, isn't it? Just to be on someone's show, just to be able to just go, yeah. Just talk about video games or whatever, and just to hang out. That's all he wants. Our
Yeah.
little DSP.
He just wants to be a normal person on a show. That's why he did side scrollers, because he thought it would lead to that. But how wrong he fucking was. Jesus.
I will just say this: if
Oh,
any
please.
of them are watching, or if someone clips this and sends
Yeah.
it to them, this is no offense to you or your show. I know nothing about it at all. I'm completely uninformed. But I get pulled into so much drama,
Mhm.
and it always hurts me in my community.
Yeah.
Everyone's upset when I do. That if I were to involve myself in any kind of a show that's about drama and stuff, it would be detrimental. Understand it's not that, I'm slamming you or whatever. I have no idea. I've never seen the show. I don't know anything about the people who run it. This is not a slight against it whatsoever. I've never seen it. I just can't be involved in drama. There's too much toxic shit on the internet trying to suck me in, right? And I just can't be sucked into one of these black holes and end up in another rigmarole like I was last year with the bullshit Side Scrollers interview, or the years before that with fucking Keemstar and bullshit. I can't be involved in this shit. I have to be. I've been doing a really good job this year.
Wow, this is wild to hear back.
Yeah.
Just a spoiler. He DMs Triple P less than a week after this.
Of staying the course
But it's
and not.
it's also what he says now about the Kino Casino thing, which is
Yes.
great. I'm
Yeah,
keeping
yeah.
out of drama now. It's just the same shit again.
being involved with any outside drama, right?
Uh-huh.
I dodged a lot of bullets earlier this year. I dodged the whole fucking
What?
Turkey Tom interview bullet. Then I dodged the Mike Klum documentary bullet. I'm just like going. I'm like the Matrix, Neo in the Matrix. I'm like,
By the way,
dodging left-
Yeah, go ahead.
Considering that nowadays he's going in the comment sections of LTG troll videos and Wings of Redemption troll videos in order to make more drama happen, this
Yes.
is very ironic.
Oh yeah, this is all he wants. This is all he wants is drama to going on, so people talk about him. The Turkey Tom interview, I don't remember. Obviously, the Mike Klum you remember, but why was that dodging a bullet? Now the Mike Klum documentary was dodging a bullet. He says, okay, but anyways, all right.
dodged the whole fucking Turkey Tom interview bullet. Then I dodged the Mike Klum documentary bullet. I'm just like going. I'm like the Matrix, Neo in the Matrix. I'm like dodging left and right, Matrix
Whoa.
dodging everything. I have to stay out of it. I do.
Okay.
I have to stay out of the drama. Okay. So no offense to the people who run Kino Casino. I can't be involved in drama.
No offense.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, he has to dodge him. Okay. Now, big ups to Grimner says, forgot how bad Stroke Mouth was. Big ups to Grimner. You can see he's lost weight from this time, absolutely. But, Will Penn says, if Filbert was anyone else, it would be very sad. I agree, Will Penn. It is. He asked for this to happen. And he's telling you right now he knows it's a bad idea. It would turn out to be a way worse idea than he ever thought. But he did get a lot of money, so maybe he'd say it's worth it. And Cream Pie in the house here wants to get some claws back. Here we go. Big ups, Cream Pie. Okay, we're going to move forward now after Jasper gets the claws. We're going to go to, again, someone asked DSP. We still have not had any messages yet. No DMs have taken place. Someone again, right on time, Jasper. Someone asked him about Kino Casino again, and no DMs have taken place yet.
Positively being talked about within the Kino Casino and Broken Review Tech communities. Now, FYI, no. I pay no attention to anything in any kind of drama circles or anything. I'm just here with you guys. That's it. I have this here on my streams, and then I'm with my wife and my family outside of streams. That's it. I don't pay any attention to the internet drama. I'm completely disconnected from it for a good reason. If you haven't noticed, this year has been a good year. We're 6 months in. There's been no drama around DSP and the circles. We're good, right? We're good. I dodged many bullets this year so far. I don't want to go any wrong direction. We're good with how things are going. Okay? So, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. For good reason. Okay? Now, apparently, you're being called intelligent for dodging a bullet. The PC that Review Tech was going to send you was a hacked computer.
This is the Review Tech.
Oh, God.
We're not getting into that. This is the Review Tech PC shit. We're not going to get into that. But yes, he does know nothing at all. Now, the date on this is June 24th. Okay, June 24th. Now it is time to go to our first DM, which happens on June 26th. DSP reaches out to Triple P and says, hey, is this the real host of Kino Casino? Trying to find a way to talk to the guys, but can't find anything official. Triple P responds, and DSP's first message is this. Okay, I'll read this DSP's part. PPP says, yes, this is the real host, blah, blah, blah. DSP's message is, of course, it's going to be long, guys. His are much longer. It's always longer on his side.
Yeah, oh my God.
Oh, cool. So I guessed correctly. So I saw your vid about Review Tech threatening June the King, and today I gave my take on it on my podcast. Slammed Rich pretty bad. Congratulations, Rich. Slammed Rich pretty bad, which I usually don't do. But he's way out of line on this, and you guys had a pretty dead-on take about it. The podcast is just starting to upload now, but I can link it later if you guys are interested in watching back the segment. I will let you know the timestamp. FYI, I know you guys don't like me, but at the same time, you have been pretty fair admitting that the vast majority of lolcows out there are far worse than anything that I've ever done. And I actually appreciate that. Most people just see me as some kind of heinous villain instead of looking at things in a real perspective. Okay. Triple P response says, we are definitely watching your podcast. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
We went over my favorite talking point in this whole saga, which is Phil is not bad because there's people that are worse.
Yes.
That's all it took.
Uh-huh. That means you're on my team now. Even though they called him a scammer, his wife fat multiple times by this point. They taught it e-bagger. They called him everything every other detractor ever says about DSP multiple times, but they made fun of Review Tech more. Therefore, they like me, right? That's all it takes. Pretty cool, man. Then Triple B says, we are definitely watching your podcast back on the show today. We are right on top of that in terms of liking or not liking you. We pretty much make fun of everybody, including ourselves. I don't personally understand why people hate you, as it seems you just play video games and make money, which everyone does online these days. We're already in the glazing of DSP times here, okay? Now, DSP then goes on and says, well, it's nice of you guys to understand that. It's just become such a thing to shit on me that people just mindlessly do it. I showed you earlier, Kino Casino has done it about 10 times themselves up to this point, mindlessly shitting on DSP, but okay. Like, I don't mind people saying my content sucks, but to endlessly repeat insane theories and hate, harass my family and viewers, it's just incredibly unreasonable. And now this Rich situation, man, you couldn't find a bigger hypocrite on YouTube at this point. I'll see if I can find your show if it gets archived tonight and give it a watch. And then DSP says, hey, it's really me on your kick stream right now. Hey, that's really me. So this is when DSP made his first appearance in the chat of the kick chat, of the kick chat of Kino Casino. And unfortunately, that's why you shouldn't just trust online tools. You should always, back up shit yourself. The Kick Chat Logs website doesn't go back that far. And unfortunately, we can't see his first messages. But we did show them on the show before, so I guess you could go watch them. But they were all cringe. They were very cringe. And it's him trying to get attention for himself. He even said things like, I could go on your show now. In those messages.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I can chat about it if you'd like. you know.
There was a lot of that, and if I remember rightly, there was a lot of like self promo as well. It was like he never went to like Streamer 101, where it's like you don't talk about your own streams in other people's streams. But there was a lot of that.
So he's saying here, hey, it's really me in the chat, and then Triple P says Unreal. He's literally streaming right now, so that's why he just says Unreal. And then DSP, well, they're still streaming. Good stuff, man. Would love to talk more, and thanks for sending viewers my way. Literally nobody else would ever do that, okay? And then DSP said, you will love this idea. Triple P said, I'm sure we will talk to you soon. DSP says, hey, what are your guys' names? So I know what to call you. Now, I don't know what happens here. Maybe on the show they answered it, but there's a cut here in the DMs. And Ashton and Andy sound good. Nice to meet and talk to you guys. Very cringe, very cringe. Then we go to July 27th, and he says,
"Yeah, I just want to say here,
yes,
like it looks very cynical from his perspective, like wanting to go on somebody's show." And like trying to suck up to them, to cloud chase them, but you don't even go through the effort of getting familiar with the show and like who the hosts are and what their names are, what the show is about. I know he was that desperate to find somebody to like cloud chase, but come on.
Yeah,
could have faked it.
At least you know the names, right? Go ahead, Sam. Uh-oh.
Sorry, muted. From the word go, he was always about trying to get himself involved in the show as though he's already kind of a host, or talk about me at least, sort of thing, like what I just did on my stream, or that kind of thing. Yeah.
This is when we're in the era of DSP was giving them things to make fun of. You know what I mean? Like literally, that's not a joke. He was saying, "Watch me eat. People always make fun of me when I eat," and they were doing it. But anyways, hey, FY, lots of your audience came to my marathon today. Okay, the marathon. I want to get to that real quick. So let's get that. We do have some videos for that one. So this is the day of the marathon, and this is the day after DSP sent that first DM, okay? So DSP has now talked to them a little bit, and this is the day after DSP is going to tell you about his new boyfriends, okay? Here we go.
That he came out publicly on stream the other day, and he actually has threatened and attacked June the King.
Okay, this is him about talking about VTech USA.
Like, I thought, nah, this sounds like bullshit. This sounds like someone's going to send me a video of stuff that's out of context.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to stir up drama, right? So I watched the video. Now, first of all, for clarification, no, it wasn't the raw video, but it was pretty much like an hour of unedited Rich being watched by two other guys. I guess it's those guys, Kino Casino or whatever. I've never seen them before. I know nothing about them. You guys have mentioned them in my chat before.
Nice.
So I didn't
those guys
know anything about this. So it's like they're
acting
commenting
then. Kino Casino.
Yeah.
That's like when I was in high school. Yeah, it's that girl in the class I really like. What's her name again? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Just interesting. I don't know. What's her name?
he's saying and everything, and I'm just trying to like get the gist of what's going on. Okay, so I start to watch this video. I watched it last night. Okay, and literally what Rich is doing, first of all, Rich apparently has had a huge breakdown, which I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
I guess he doesn't really make content anymore, and when he does, it's rare, and when he does, no one watches it.
Oh
Like,
my
his
god, dude, I
channels are
fucking
falling
hate
apart.
this. This, like, the inflection in his tone, the way that he's saying it, it's like a high school girl.
Yes.
She's like, apparently, if you haven't heard, Bethany, she broke up with her boyfriend. And I guess is because he gave her an STD, but I didn't know that. I just heard that.
Yeah.
It's so lame.
I was literally just sitting there thinking the exact same thing, thinking like, yeah, he sounds like that. And then, but look at the writing above his head. This is a podcast. Like he's talking about this stuff as though he's like talking about like school gossip. And he's like, this is supposed to be a podcast.
Now, apparently,
Crazy.
she likes Sam,
I
but
get enjoying gossip.
yeah.
Liking gossip is fine because we're gossiping right now, and I love gossiping, and it's a lot of fun, and it's great content. But he tries to pretend like he doesn't enjoy it, but then he gossips, and it seems very disingenuous.
Yes. So apparently, like, he likes her, but is like, he's too scared to talk to her. I'm like, what? I have no idea what's going on, by the way. But anyway, apparently, then the next day, he knows the whole fucking story, every detail.
Dude, first of all, Rich apparently has had a huge breakdown, which I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
I guess he doesn't really make content anymore, and when he does, it's rare, and when he does, no one watches it. like his channels are falling apart. He's got no views.
He knows
He's
all of
deleting
it. He knows
videos.
everything.
Apparently, his last video got 14,000 views. I mean, that's pretty low for him, right? Anyways, I don't know anything about this.
I'm picturing him like on the phone to someone going, yeah, sure, yeah.
with his feet swinging behind him.
Yeah. He's like talking to his boyfriend that's ignoring him, but just saying, yep, that's crazy.
He's losing subscribers. I know nothing about any of this. I'm not involved in it. I don't know anything about it, nor do I revel in it. Like I told you guys, I wish these people the best. I feel like if these people
Oh my God. He watches an hour of Kino Casino shitting on Review Tech USA, and he wishes Review Tech USA the best. He doesn't revel in it. That's the entire point of Kino Casino, is reveling in the downfall of lolcows. I mean, that's kind of like the show.
Yes.
They tell you that. They tell you that's the tagline.
Yeah, they tell you to suffer. Literally, suffer, Phil. That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
In it. Like I told you guys, I wish these people the best. I feel like if these people were having good lives, it would leave everyone else around them alone and wouldn't be drama queens trying to bring other people down. But the problem is they don't have good lives.
So you're talking about Andy and Triple P right now, right?
Things fall apart, and then all this shit happens. So I wasn't aware of any of this.
Okay.
Well, apparently this is all going on. The Kino Casino guys were talking about it in the video. And basically he's on stream.
Look, my God.
You can see, if you look at his eyes.
The details are insane. You can look at his eyes,
He's
okay?
wasted. Now, I don't know if he's high. I don't know if he's drunk. I don't think he was drunk because he wasn't slurring his words or whatever. But this dude was like toasted, right? You can tell he was
You can never slur your words on drugs.
on something.
Uh-huh.
And basically they start playing the part where he's talking about this upcoming documentary. And he goes like, June the King, he's making this documentary.
God, he's the worst storyteller of all time. All right, we're going to move on.
Yeah.
So he's like,
Because he tries
June
to,
the King.
like, it's a guy telling you a story, but pretending he doesn't know the story.
Yeah.
So it doesn't work.
So it's like June the King. It's like, what? I'm like, what? I'm like, huh? And then apparently, I don't know anything, by the way. I was like, whoa. And I don't know if he's wasted or high. It's like, oh my God. Okay, so let's go July 27th. Now, July 27th is when he's still talking to DSP. FYI, lots of your audience. Oh, okay, we're still in the marathon here. So, okay. This is that day of those DMs. Again, this is the very next day in the timeline. He's going to have us digital summer parties happening today. Okay, so here we go.
After I had watched that video of theirs and reacted to it yesterday, they basically, again, reacted to my reaction
Yes.
to Rich. I know this is sounding very convoluted because it's kind of it. So basically, I looked into it. I was like, I wonder who these guys actually are, right?
Here we
I've
go.
never really heard of them. But me, I live in my island. I'm isolated to my island here. I don't really interact with other people. I just sit here and do my own thing. So no wonder I don't know who these guys are, right? So I looked into it, and these guys, from what I can see, seem to be equal opportunity razzers.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
if you've done some heinous stuff, they're going to
Oh, yeah. Oh,
All right.
Definitely. Remember, he cased them, guys.
cover it. But at the same
forgot
time,
about
they've
this.
covered me.
Yeah, he's DM'd them one day right now, Hypnotoad. We're up to 1 day of DMing, and he chilled in their chat one time so far at this point.
And they've said negative things about me. I've seen it. I actually looked it up. They said I'm in the middle of a midlife crisis. Actually, what's hilarious about what they said about me is the opposite of the truth, as I've already explained. But they don't know the truth.
I think everyone would say that, by the way, if they're getting made fun of by Kino Casino. Actually, what they're saying about me is totally not true at all. Actually, you'd be surprised to know that I don't suck, actually. So, I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, who wouldn't say that? I'm sure Review Tech USA say the same shit. Anyways.
About what they said about me is the opposite of the truth, as I've already explained. But they don't know the truth because they don't know that much about me. So they don't actually have the full picture. So they're just razzing me
But
in
they just
perspective of what they...
They watch like a 40-minute video and react to it. Like, what is the full picture? Do I need to follow DSP around in real life? I need to live with him?
Well, yeah. Basically, yeah. You need to watch his entire YouTube content history to get the full context.
Get going. Heavy Rain first. We finish that one. I'll give you the next chapter. So really is like, this is just him coming to grips with, they make fun of me, but I have to make it sound like it's not that bad because he definitely is interested in having some boys on his crew now, right? That's the only thing he wants.
Oh, yeah.
So he's trying to say like, oh, they make fun of me, but not that bad, guys. It's not, I mean, what they say is not even true. They're just trying to make it seem like it's not that bad.
or what they've been told from the track.
Because he already tasted the syrup. He already tasted the the success, the resurgence, because they send him a couple of people and they were like, "Hey, Phil, we love you here at the casino," and then
that's it.
You got him moist.
He's got a taste.
So anyway, I've seen what they've said. I've seen the things that they talk about on their show.
Oh, by the way, they already called Cat fat many times here. I was trying to thinking about trying to see how many times it happened, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm just letting you know that they've already called Cat fat multiple times by this point. It's going to get funnier the more we go through this, how many times he has, and DSP's response to that. But okay, let's go.
And I'm like, they seem pretty fair. Unlike other people who make fun of me and deride me and basically talk bad about myself and my community.
Yeah.
These guys, they'll say stuff every once in a while. They'll reference WWE champions, right? They'll reference, other silly things like that, right? But they're not.
He had nothing else to add there because everything else would sound very bad, right? So they talk about WWE champions and a whole lot of other stuff. That's it. Because
I was waiting for my embarrassing moment. I was waiting for that.
Oh yeah, my accident or whatever. Yeah, you're right.
Harping on it, and they don't treat me like I'm some kind of a heinous villain on the internet who's out to destroy people's lives or scam people, because I'm not.
Okay, so Simple Phil here back. He did say those exact same thing to DSP to Triple P. Yep. He said the heinous villain thing. Yeah. He just is literally very literal person. He told them, "You don't see me as a heinous villain." Comes on his show and says, "You don't see me. They don't see me as a heinous villain."
I'm just a guy who just literally sits here every day and plays
it's very okay
video games and wants to relax with my audience, and that's it. That's all I'm about, right? So, what does this have to do with them?
So that literally, that's what he said to Triple P, and he has said they are like that again, right? He said, Triple P, you don't see me as a heinous villain. You see me just playing games and making money, and then he says it. Yeah, that's how they see me. It's I guess you can create your own reality that way. It's pretty cool. But
well, after having heard, they reacted to your reaction. I went over and checked it out, and their reaction was incredibly fair. Were they razzing me a little bit in it? Yes, they were. They were still referencing the memes and stuff.
Yes.
But for the most part, they completely agreed with what I said here on the podcast yesterday about Rich from Review Tech USA.
Yes.
And
that was Review Tech USA, his lowest moment ever. The entire internet was fucking on him, making fun of him. Because it was so, he was just at the lowest point. So, yeah, of course. What does this mean? Yeah, they were saying a lot of good points.
I think he's still there, though. I think he's still there.
Yeah, me too. But, there's no, not agreeing with that. You know what I'm saying? There's no, big brain take.
Of course.
I said, I'm curious what these guys are doing right.
I think it was the novelty of seeing, such a low-life scrub like DSP actually dunk on someone.
Yeah.
I think that was the hype around it.
That's novel, right? Because wow, even DSP's making fun of you. That's kind of the thing, right? And that's like you see this in the DSP's making these comments on the troll videos. You still see a few people that are like, "Yeah, get him DSP," because that's it's fun to see another lolcow. Make fun of your pet lolcow because that brings him down lower than him. That's all it takes, So that's the thing for sure.
Right now. And so I jumped on their Kick stream. I've never been on Kick before.
Pro Jared as well. Good point, Innocent Orphan. The Pro Jared thing was that as well. The internet kind of did it for a second there. Wow, DSP's making fun of Pro Jared. Yeah. And DSP thought he was going viral and shit, but it's not a positive, man. It's just,
Not once have I ever viewed anything on Kick. So I jumped over there.
Nope.
And they were reacting to a video
Yeah.
of some woman in California who squats. She's like a habitual squatter. She goes to people's houses
I guess.
Refuses to leave. Doesn't pay. She just sits there and refuses to leave. And California law is so weird.
Fucking
they
slut.
Can't kick her out. So it's these guys going around trying to kick this woman out from squatting, basically. So I'm watching this video.
Wow, the great podcast here, man.
And it's hilarious. Not only is the video hilarious, they're hilarious. Their commentary is actually funny as hell on this video.
Yeah.
So I'm laughing my butt off, and I said, "They'll just say hello to these guys." So I made a quick account. And then basically verified with them that I was really me. I say, "Hey guys, just so you know, here I'm the real me, and I just want to say what's up. I appreciate that you guys have been reacting to what I'm saying about stuff in a fair way." And we basically went back and forth with a little bit of conversation, and it was maybe 15-20 minutes of conversation with these guys.
Okay, so by the way, he's talking about this conversation, which we already showed, and he says, "Hey guys, it's really me on the kick stream right now." And I guess let's see how long they talked. So it went from 1 a.m. to 1:32. I guess that's 30 minutes of conversation. Or is he talking about like him in chat? I can't tell what he means there. You know what I mean? Like
I think that's what he means.
Oh.
Like him in chat.
You think? Oh, him in chat there. Like we had a conversation for that long. Okay,
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, let me turn down Meerkat a bit. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Guys, just chatting. I was just chatting. I was in bed. My wife was asleep, sick. She's getting over her cold. And so I was just talking, on the phone, just kind of, chatting in the chat, talking with them back and forth. And basically, they were so nice. They were like,
they were so nice.
Would you like, come by? What are you doing tomorrow? I said, I'm doing a marathon. And they actually said, hey, viewers, go over and check out Phil.
Yeah.
I was like, well, that's really nice of them. They certainly didn't have to do that, So, FYI, I want to say welcome to anyone who's a newcomer here on the stream. Now, I need to lay some ground rules because I don't want anyone to have misconceptions about
Yeah, we gotta listen to the rules, guys. We gotta listen to the rules.
my stuff. I wish I didn't have to have any restrictions on the stream. I wish this stream could be open and free with no problems. The problem is, sadly, I have a very large stalker base on the internet. Not just a hater base, a stalker base. These people literally try to get into every aspect of my life. Okay?
Why?
If I don't have any kind of restrictions on my chat, sadly, what would happen is trolls would come in with 100 bot accounts, flood the chat with racist stuff, sexist stuff, doxing, and all kinds of nasty stuff. I know because they've done it before. So we have to have really restrictive stuff on the chat. Usually I have 24-hour sub mode, meaning you have to subscribe to my channel, which isn't paid on YouTube. It's free.
Oh.
You have to do a free subscription to my channel
Thank you, King. I wasn't sure.
24 hours in order to talk here in the chat. And that's just to stop the bots. It's the only reason I do it. I don't like having to do it, all right? But last night, since these guys at the end of their stream said, hey, guys, come over to Phil's stream, go check him out tomorrow, I said, well, I'll reduce that for today. So anyone who was there live on that stream last night and came over and subscribed, I reduced it to like 8-hour sub mode for today. So at least this will hopefully stop the bots.
Speeding up a little bit.
But we will have some newcomers to be able to come by from that show.
This dude fucking sucks. He sucks so bad. It pissed me off. You have a whole new crowd of people that have been sent your way, and they're sitting there, and you're giving them fucking ground fucking rules, dude, about how long they have to wait until they can type in your chat.
Yeah. It's always the same. Like every time he thinks he's getting some sort of new crowd, he always has to lay down the ground rules to them and say like how terrible things are here.
Yeah. Guys, just so you know, I get trolled a lot and I really suck. Just so you know, before you start liking me, you need to know that I'm trash.
God,
but
kill the hype.
Message that LT just highlighted as well. I think it is worth pointing out, like periodically, like this is all part of his plan.
Yes.
This is a month into his plan now, and he's, this is like the first kind of, this is basically what he wants to get from this so-called plan, isn't it? The new viewers, the new potential money, basically, and so. If this is supposedly part of a plan, and this is how he's like actioning what he's how he's I can't get my words out, but this is how he's deciding to turn these people into DSP fans. Is like, here's the rules,
Think about this. If you believe DSP is not lying about the snakening, this is all part of his plan, right? And think about that for a second. You understand how insane you have to be to think that is true. You have to be insane to think that is true. This is part of the plan? All right. Greedo the Green in the house says, I believe 100% if he avoided Kino, he would be gone by now, but the piggy chose the path of pain. Oh, yeah, I don't know about that, but you wouldn't have the resurgence for sure. Being about your renewed interest, you know what I'm saying? That's for sure, if he didn't go this way.
I think people really underestimate his survival instinct.
Yeah.
He's willing to beg his soul away, which I think he's already done. So he's going to be surviving even without anybody's help for a long time. He's not the pig roach for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Traffic says, Triple P was salivating getting that first DM. They didn't even have to bait him that hard. Oh, my God. Can you imagine? I'm sure their eyes just lit up when they got that first message, Hey, guys, this is the real host of Kino Casino. Oh, mama. because that it made DSP a lot of money too, obviously because of people that are trying to bought into the hype of it. But it made Kino Casino a lot of money too, way more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're still reaping the benefits of it. Actually, you know what I mean? Velvet Raven says Philip
it was,
has no.
it was very hype for us as well.
Oh yeah,
that was very fun to watch around that time.
I do have some tweets of ours from the time to show in a second too, which will be interesting to see our thought processes then. Velvet Raven in the house says Philip has no inherent curiosity about the world around him. He saw an opportunity to get a little clout and make a little money. Nothing else mattered. Yeah, I mean, but I do think the key point was that they were positive towards him, right? Because if they just made fun of him, it's nothing there. It's just a normal troll. But that little smidge of thinking that DSP is above Review Tech was enough to say, yeah, they like me, and that was it, off and running. Some Gator says, by the way, I am indeed illustriously available to join. When you can in a DM, please describe your faces to me. I'm a big deal. Okay, Some Gator, send me a message so I know it's you though. This is the real Some Gator. Chuck Berry says, I noticed John used the phrase heinous villain about Phil in your John and Howard series. That must be where Phil picked it up. Oh, John Rambo used heinous villain. Maybe that is. That hurt, cut him deep, Okay.
You want to come talk to your with me today?
The mentions of the words heinous villain go back to 2017, but he doesn't say it all that often. I thought there'd be quite a lot, but there aren't that many mentions. Yeah.
Heinous villain. Big Beppo says lolcow and lolcow violence. Yeah, that's what they're after, right? It's always an interesting thing when lolcows are interacting with other lolcows, right? DSP is unironically trying to get that going now in the chat rooms of detractors of LTG and Wings.
Yeah.
Because he thinks it's going to be another W, like he thinks the Kino Casino was. So I think it's good news for us that he's doing that. You know what I mean? I think it's very good news for us that he's doing this. Faradox says, trust me, control freak doesn't like having control. Yes, Faradox, big ups. Mario Faker says, how many chapters are in that video? This was the days of OP Boone, Mario Faker.
Oh, yeah.
So we have a lot of chapters in this video. You're right. And formerly Chuck says he went from level 1 peasant to level 100 general of some internet army in the span of a week. In his mind, yes. But okay, here we go.
Okay, so welcome.
Big ups,
I always welcome newcomers. I love people who want to just come by and hang out. Listen, I'm a chill guy. The only time I get heated is if I'm playing Street Fighter and I lose. I get really upset.
Okay.
Okay, admittedly, I get really upset. I lose my cool. I start swearing and insulting the players. That's just like a running thing with me. Okay, but outside of that,
that's a running thing. That's just a meme, I guess. Okay.
I basically am a really laid back dude. I just want to have fun. I just want to hang out. I want to enjoy games. I want to be social with my audience. That's what it's all about. And so many people hate me for shit over the years. It has nothing to do with the real me now. It's shit that I've done in the past. It's stuff that has nothing to do with my streams. I think if you come by and you give me a shot.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, Kino Casino, again, just to reiterate, they made fun of him for those exact same things on their show many, many, many times with DSP watching. So I don't understand why he says this separation of people make fun of me for wrong things. Kino Casino's doing that too, but okay.
Good time. You know what's funny? Those guys. So wait a minute. What are their names again? One of their names is Andy. What's the other guy's name? I forgot because they told me last night, and now I'm having a brain fart. I'm 42 years old. I'm old. I forget shit. Whatever their names are. One was PPP. He goes by, and the other guy's Andy. They're funny because they're cracking jokes about me being a king. Oh, King Phil and his court and everything. I was laughing. I was like, that's funny. I don't do that shit. I've never done that shit. The years of me saying I'm the king of hate and shit like that are long in the past. I've disowned all of that because so many people have spun it in a negative way over the years. I just don't bother with it anymore. I threw away all that branding. But it's funny because they're razzing me for it. I'm like, it's funny. So
yeah.
Anyway, anyone who is here today from Kino Casino, you're welcome. Just please abide by the rules. Be sure to check them out. Number one, please be respectful to everyone. It's fun to harass people, but please don't be harassing people. Don't be insulting people. Don't use really bad language. That's going to get us all in trouble here on YouTube. Please don't bring up constant detractor content. I know that my detractors are out there making fun of me. I don't care. I don't need to hear about what's the new thing Keemstar said about me today. I don't give two shits. That's not what we're here for.
Oh,
right?
Interesting foreshadowing there. I don't care what Keemstar said about me this week.
And in reality, if you just are kind of respectful to everyone around, you'll never have a problem here in the chat. It's only people who come in here, they have agendas, they try to derail stuff, they don't listen to the rules, and they want to act up. Those are the people who get moderated. I'll be honest, there's not much moderation on the stream. Usually
fucking hell, still going.
Not at all.
There's not much moderation on this great podcast.
Moderators. Today we have a couple because it's a marathon. Usually we don't even have any moderators on here. All right? So welcome to any newcomers. I really appreciate you all coming by, and we'll talk. Several of you have super chatted. Thank you for that. Usually I do shout outs near the end of the show, but being that today is a special thing, I mean, with all this stuff going on, I'll probably give a chance to just shout out earlier in the show.
Okay.
All right. So welcome to anyone from Kino Casino. In fact, if the guys come by, PPP or Andy today, they said they might actually come by when they're available to chat or whatever. I'm down for that. Because today is an ultra laid back stream. What I mean by that is
I'm down for them being in my chat room. I'm down for that actually. Oh, cool. Okay, this very same video just a little bit later.
So I have a quick question because
Go ahead.
I don't really watch many live streams, but I don't think the DSP idea of like talking to someone, quote unquote, who's just sitting there in chat and just like having a weird one-to-one talk when you can just type messages in chat. I don't think that's normal.
No.
Is that something other streamers do?
You know, I guess it goes to like, I want to hang out with you guys, they'll say, but to use it like we hung out in chat for 20 minutes, like we hung out and talked for 20 minutes is kind of wild. To say it yourself, you know, like he was in the chat and said, we hung out for 20 minutes. No, you didn't hang out. You were in the chat.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the sound of someone that doesn't hang out in people's chats right there is what that is.
Yeah.
We hang out and chat. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. All right, so this is later in the same video. Remember, this is still the pre-stream of the marathon that day.
Credit. I do. I look back, I'm like, man, I was a moron.
Yeah.
But I'm older now. I don't care about this shit. I shouldn't care about this shit. It's dumb. It's immature. It means nothing.
You're about to, buddy.
Why would I care about it?
Yeah. I don't care about that
It has
stuff.
no place here in my content. Yep. So stop. Just stop bringing it up. If I see people bringing that shit up, you know. And here's the other thing too, and I will say this, I'll say this to the guys at Kino Casino, and I'll say this to other content creators too. The thing is, no one ever listens to me. But I'll say this. Understand that it's one thing to make fun of the person who puts themselves in front of the...
Listen carefully here, guys. Listen very carefully. Remember, I'll start it over. Here you go. Remember this, guys.
Understand that it's one thing to make fun of the person who puts themselves in front of the camera every day. Make fun of me, fair game. I'm in front of the camera every day.
Cool.
But when you jump from that level, from the content creator to the viewer, that's kind of messed up. Right? Like people were saying that the guys at Kino Casino were referencing one of my viewers in a negative way.
Yes.
It's kind of messed up.
He was calling their viewers wheelchairs, and also they were making fun of Jade's. I think I'm not sure who he's talking about here, but they used the wheelchair word just like any other word, you know, because that's what they did.
Like people were saying.
And
dance.
Dance.
And dance.
They were saying
wheelchairs.
keep scamming the dance, DSP. That's what they were scamming.
Yes.
Referencing one of my viewers in a negative way. That's kind of messed up because that viewer didn't put themselves in that position. That's just someone who just came to my chat and talked.
Mm-hmm.
So when you mention them in your content, you're bringing negative light to just a person who didn't go out of their way to get caught up in anything, didn't do anything bad in my chat. It's kind of messed up, you know.
It's not Derek, guys. It's not Derek. It's Dents and wheelchairs, I believe.
Responsible with the stuff that we do in our content, because again, what you're saying is it's okay to just go ahead and stalk people constantly.
Oh, maybe he is though. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me go back a little bit and see. Let's finish it first.
Potentially, yeah.
I think because I thought it was the wheelchair thing, but maybe you're right. He just said that stalk people, which he always used as if you find Derek shit, you're stalking Derek. So maybe I'm wrong. Let me listen here again.
Constantly. I don't think that's right. I don't believe that, right? So I don't care about this shit. It's not my job as a content creator. In fact, I shun that responsibility. I don't think it's mine. I shouldn't be micromanaging every viewer to find out what they're doing.
Yeah, it sounds like Derek.
Lives, right?
Never mind. It sounds like Derek.
We're not posting Derek how he talked about him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The same way in the interview, right? When he was like, "Yeah, it's not my responsibility. It's not mine." Yeah, we're definitely Derek is still around at this point.
When it was specifically about Derek as well, when it did come to actually banning him, that's how he talked about him. You know, using the stalking word.
Yep.
I think that, and that goes for anyone too.
Which is really weird because all that shit was on like multiple accounts that he had, and he was just constantly posting it.
And he knew about it like for 6 years, I believe. We found out that people told him about it 6 years ago about Derek.
That'll be like me saying I found out that Review Tech has a viewer who's a drug dealer. So now I'm just going to constantly bring up his drug dealer viewer. What does that have to do with him?
Is it a pay pig?
Why
does Review Tech know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of nuance in these situations. It's not just like describing it in abstract terms.
Yeah, you know. That's a good point. So, Iron Chef, what were you in another chat donating and talking shit? Good point, Torchlight. Remember that? Why were you in Lex's chat talking shit about me?
Doesn't affect me. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? I don't care. I shouldn't care. No one should ever bring it up. It's nothing to do with anything. Anyway.
And also, DSP is one of those very parasocial streamers that try and pretend like their audience is their friends and they're like, you know,
Yeah.
So he establishes those relationships with people. Like Iron Chef Sakai was not supposed to be a character. Is just like a guy in a chat somewhere.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's what they want. They become character. Well, Iron Chef is his own case. He made himself be a character by giving so much money, right? That's a lot of them do that to become characters.
Yeah.
Derek is different though, because he didn't give any money though, but DSP treated him differently, but only because he knew there was something special about Derek. You know what I mean? I really think that.
Yeah.
Like he knew there was something special about him, but we have to pretend I don't know what it is, but he does know it, so he gets special treatment. You know what I mean? Because he didn't want to ban him or treat him differently because that's a detractor W. That's the only reason, by the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Jade gets the same shit too. Jade gets special treatment because he knows he's special in a different way. But Jade gets absolute special treatment every time.
Jade
says
is just
something.
like a normal fan,
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true in many ways.
not a weird
This
freak.
stuff isn't brought up on my streams and chat. No one even knows about it.
Here, Lotion Me Up says Darziak, but DSP did not treat Darziak different because he knew Darziak wasn't. Well, I mean, you know, we did find something out there. He was special too, but he's not that kind of special. You know what I'm saying? He treated Darziak very normally. He wouldn't be like, "Hey, Darziak, what's going on?" But he would do that for Jade, and he would do that for Derek because they're special. You know what I mean? A little bit of a difference there, nuance there.
Unless you watch
It's the Jade thing only since it got sort of pointed out to him though, like since what was his name, that guy that he co-streamed with
Brian.
Yeah, didn't
Brian.
he make a big fuss of doing things with Jade and
and he wouldn't do it. Yeah,
it seems like it's been since that point. I think maybe I'm wrong, but yeah,
that's what makes Jade be the special guy. Yeah, maybe.
Then you find out about it because
he treated Darziak like shit. Actually, yeah, do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, Darziak, can you get on this like that? But he wasn't like special. Yeah,
right.
Okay.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, I think we're done with this now. Hold on.
Okay. I received a $20 tip. Thank you, whoever this is.
Okay, so this is I just want to show Triple P did promote his stuff there. Check out the Legendary King DSP's marathon stream today. Show him some love. 8-Bit Eric saying, "Can we show some loves?" Okay, let's go next to this is now July 29th, and I want to get there on the DMs as well to see what's been going on since then. So here's DSP saying, "Thanks so much. Hey, FY, lots of your audience came to a marathon today, and many of them were respectful and contributed. I really appreciate that, so be sure to let them know. I just got pretty sick, so I can't stream until Monday at the earliest, but I'll check to see if you guys are streaming Sunday." That's when he got a lot of money for his marathon. He got sick. I was really happy to see so much support and positivity. It was a great stream you did. Too bad you got sick. Rest up and feel better. I'll say, though, it could have been a better turnout, though, if we had more time to promote it and get the word out. There seems to be a lot of excitement about a crossover. ... That means so this is when Triple P tries to get DSP on their show, okay? DSP says, "I may stop by your streams in chat from time to time if I can. Depends on when you stream and how I'm feeling. Once I'm mended up, I'll be happy to talk further, but now I have to play catch up this week because I missed today. I'm sure it is with you guys too. A day you don't stream is a day you don't make money, and the money has to pay the bills, so back to the grind tomorrow."
Wow.
Come on, man.
Fucking hell, what a sad existence.
The king of grinding.
It's got that grind set. But actually, that's not true. Kino Casino take vacations all the fucking time, it seems.
Yeah.
But yes, anyways, yes, back to the grind, Philip. Definitely go play that Silk song.
This is a man that preaches the fact that this is his passion as well. Like, this is something he loves doing. But
Yeah.
Back to the grind.
DSP says, "I'd also be happy to make fun of my..." This is so cringe, I can't even say it.
Oh my god.
Okay, okay, guys. I'd also be happy to make fun of myself, like that feasting with Phil vid I just put out. I heard I'm hideous when eating. LOL. Oh God.
Oh, the humiliation fetish.
Oh,
mastermind.
That's exactly what it sounds like. It's disgusting.
Oh, he just put out that video. Is trying to get them to watch a video he just put out because he thinks they'll enjoy it because it's hideous. 3 minutes later, we get our first message to Andy. The Andy ones are green. Again, big ups to Snort Exchange for this. It is a good way to go through these. This is a message to Andy, and it says, "Hey, how's it going? Wanted to be sure I had the DMs of both you guys, and finally found your account today. So I was sick and had some time." Oh my God, look at this. When are you guys usually streaming? One of you assholes has to respond.
When was the previous message?
The previous message was the same day. So no, this one was, let's see, they start 27th, the day before. This is the next day. Okay.
All right. So we have 7:30 p.m. and then 11 p.m. Hey, you guys check your messages. Are you guys active on here?
Everything working over there?
This is like when you first realize, like you messaging a girl or something for the first time and you're like, oh shit, she's like this.
Yeah.
Attachment issues.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, DM's working for you? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I think my DMs might be down.
How long before he How long before he accidentally messages them, pretending that the message was for someone else or something like that?
This is like one step above. It seems like no one understands me anymore. When you put a tweet like that out, a message like that on AIM, hoping for people to respond.
Yeah.
I just don't know what's going on anymore. Please, someone respond.
Yeah.
Please, someone respond.
Yeah, he would do that. He would change his name on MSN or whatever, and then go offline and come back on again so that they could see his new thing pop up in the bottom right.
He wants the door sound effect of opening the chat thing.
Yeah.
Oh God, I gotta screenshot this. I'm gonna tweet this. This is amazing. Here we go. Okay. Good. All right, next. Okay, so Triple P does respond this time, and he says, "We usually stream at 8:30, blah, blah, blah. I absolutely understand how busy you are and that it's not easy for you to find time, but when you do find it, we'd love to bring you on for an hour or two, play games, and hang out. Also, just curious, you said in chat you had a special idea. What were you thinking?" Okay, so DSP hasn't said his special idea yet. Andy then responds, "Yo, dude, nice to see you in our chat."
It's kind of ghosting them now a little bit.
Yeah, playing hard to get. So then they do the DSP Eats. Now, unfortunately, again, I don't do messages because the website doesn't go back that far. But this is the one where he tells them to watch him eat corn. When he tells them, yeah, people make fun of me for that.
Can we watch that?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
That's incredible. Is this in this
got to be done.
Yes, it is. Okay, I
think him eating corn. Oh my God.
Some of the detractors are upset.
Oh, whatever.
Listen, somehow we have Darkside Phil in the chat asking us to watch and make fun of him eating the ribs. And he's here for it. I don't know.
I'm having fun.
It's just crazy. I don't know.
I'm having fun.
Listen, literally, he's saying the game right there, guys. We have DSP in the chat telling us to make fun of him. How can we not do this, guys? You know what I'm saying?
I think they were just so surprised that he's just so submissive and easy to get. They thought it would be like this guy that no one interviews because he's so secretive and he's so reclusive. But actually, he was just showed up in chat and demanded to be humiliated.
Yeah, this was surprising, right? Because, literally, guys, they're just doing a different version of our show. They do it for more general people, but they just make fun of people that are doing stupid shit on the internet. One of those people came on their show, is like, yeah, make fun of me. It's impossible to think of that.
Absolutely.
But can you imagine it if DSP came in here and said, guys, watch me eat food. It's very funny. You're gonna love this. We'd be we have to do it, by the way. We'd be doing it because,
and you do exactly the same thing as well. You would see how far you could push it as well.
Yeah.
You'd be like, because eventually it becomes, them basically just saying things out loud that, and then pretending they didn't say them, or but we'll get to that.
Yeah, and people would be pissed too, I'm sure. But it's like, guys, how can we not do this right now? I mean, this is he's telling us to do it, and that's kind of makes it more degrading almost, and lower and more funny, But anyway, there we go.
Not bad. That not bad, Phil. You should go
he's being very generous with his review.
How do you hate? How do you go? Not bad. Either it's good or it's bad.
I'm getting to the corn. Okay, here's the corn. Let's get to the corn.
Shit, dude. You know what this looks like? Airplane.
I just laugh every time he comes into frame. It's just I don't know why. It's just every time he comes into the ring.
Those fries look awful.
Like,
corn on the cob.
Here we go. Apparently.
Oh, here's the corn on the cob.
Hard to get corn on the cob.
See, they're saying that here's the corn on the cob because DSP literally said in chat, people say I eat corn on the cob funny. So you guys are going to love this part. Watch this, watch this, watch this.
He's the resistance. It is hard to get corn on the cob wrong, isn't it? It looks like they kind of got it wrong.
How do you?
It should be slathered in butter with salt and pepper on it.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
opinion.
dude.
I have been
Did they get the corn on the
corn for a while.
Really?
Okay.
messy ass eating 101? Here we go.
Oh,
Yes.
oh my God.
It's corn on the cob. It's not your lover, bro.
Oh.
Who's eating that? Fucking make out with the bitch.
Okay, you got it. That was what it was like. That goes on for a long time, and it's got to be kind of weird. Like you want to make fun of him, but he's in chat. It's like so weird. Like I don't even know how you'd handle that. You know, you can't be your normal self when the person's in the chat with you. It's very odd. But anyways,
it almost makes it more corny to make fun of him when he's there, like cheering you on.
It's a weird
It's
feeling.
like, you made it not cool now. I can't do it. It's not funny anymore.
Yeah, you know, it's like not as fun. It's like the special person in the group that you guys always make fun of says like, yeah, make fun of me, guys. And you're like, well, not really sure that's a good idea. You told us to do it. It's kind of weird, you know? It's something like that, you know? But Big Ups Paradox says, I'm a chill guy. The only time I get heated is if my wife steps out of line. Admittedly, I get really upset. That's just a running thing with me. Big Ups Paradox. He did not say that. He said fighting games, okay? Fighting games. Far says, your daily bill reminder. Big Ups, Far. Legend. Digital Gangster says, TBS is meaningful. Much love to you all. Much love to you. And some Gator says, for a guy who says it's my show to people derailing his streams, he sure as hell can hijack the hell out of other person. Yes, that is a good point. He would do whatever it took to become the subject of the show instantly when he came in. Guys, did anyone say if they react to something of mine? He says that in the future. We're going to show the next part too. Because luckily the messages do start recording in October, so we'll get there, but we're not there yet. Anyways, DSP, look at DSP's messages here. I'd enjoy hanging out, blah, blah, blah. But I'm sick now, getting over the stupid cold and behind on my own stuff. I'd like to hang out and chat and talk to help add to your content for a bit to get a feel for it. He wants to add to your content by being in chat. So let me know the next day you're streaming, and I'll try to be there. We can make fun of my feasting vid together or other stuff if you see fit. I'm not opposed to being a guest on your show, but I don't think fighting Andy and Tekken is a good idea. I'm going to destroy him. I was one level away from the highest tier, and I got there in 1 month. Gave up because I lime Steet fighter way more. I'm just reading as he wrote. I think I have more to add on commentary than beating him up.
How late was this message? This is 12 a.m.
Past midnight, yeah, past midnight. So it's night stream
that
ended.
makes sense.
Also, I wish we knew when the documentary Review Tech USA was coming out, but we don't. I kind of need that React badly for my own channel because my React stuff has suffered greatly in the last year. Everyone wants to see me do it. So I know you guys want me to join you for it, but I don't know how it could realistically happen. It's not even about money. It's about getting people back to watch my React channel, so I need the content, which means it is about money. So it is about money then. Okay. Great.
It's not about money. It's about views.
Oh,
that
okay.
get you money.
Okay. Andy responds and says, I'd love to join you again next time that you stream. Okay.
Oh my God, he's so clingy. No,
No,
get away from me.
That's DSP talking to Andy.
Oh, excuse me. DSP to Andy. My bad. DSP to Andy.
Yeah.
Yes, I'd love you to join again next stream. All right. Triple P here has a bit of a paragraph here and says, all I would ask is that we do editor clips, blah, blah. We would link to your channel, promote. So he's trying to tell DSP to please, let's do the Review Tech thing, right? It would be good. So as far as appearing on your show, you can take all the time you need to rest up and get a feel for it. I want you to know that we really just want to support your stream and being totally transparent, make both Rich and Keemstar cry. We would love to have you on to commentate on anything. And ideally, we would like to have you on as a recurring guest where you hop on ever so often to shoot the shit and you can promote your stuff. I know way, by the way, do we want to make fun of you or hurt your business? It's been done to, in no way, by the way. Yeah. Do we want to make fun of you, hurt your business? It's been done to death. Quite frankly, it's very boring to me. I would way sooner give you a softball interview about your favorite ice cream flavor and piss off the detractors than plan some sort of stupid ambush that's been done a million times. The detractors are entitled morons, and I think the world think the world revolves around them, and no one is allowed to have fun with you or associate with you in any way, and that's fucking bullshit. Anyway, all the best to you, and hope to see you in chat soon. There you fixed it. There you go. Big ups, Triple P, for fixing it. Andy says, yo, brother, we had a plan for today's stream already booked, but our next one 100%. Let me talk to Triple P and let's discuss a date. We will be going through Review Tech's video tonight and how we went after you and debunking him badly, but yeah, let's get back to something tomorrow. We can plan something, okay? Now, Review Tech had a video about, coping about DSP making fun of him. That was on Kino Casino show that night. DSP responds that morning and says, hey, I will try to be in chat tonight. We'll see how I feel. This cold is kicking my ass, to Andy. Then he says to Triple P, I will try to make it to your chat sometime tonight, depending on this stupid cold. Then he says, I guess a big thing is, if we do co-op commentary on the Review Tech USA doc, how could it be done? What do you use to have guests on? And is there a way to play a video through it so everyone sees the video at once? Like an online movie room or something to that effect?
Fucking hell.
I am way behind the times with that stuff because I can... BC, I can have guests, etc. BC, because of the harassment. I never bothered learning it. Oh, that's his excuse.
God, come on.
Wow. I never learned shit because I have too much harassment. Okay.
That's brilliant.
Andy says, good stuff, man. Oh, good luck with that. And by the way, we're ending today on the Review Tech documentary. That's our end point for part 1. So we're working our way there here. As you can see, they're planning it. Sounds good, man. Oh, dude, good luck with that. I had this annoying cold and was coughing all weekend, blah, blah, blah. The clip will be in the clip channel in case you missed it. We use Discord, blah, blah, blah. DSP then responds, I use Discord for chat only, so I didn't know you could watch. Oh, that's cool. I use Discord for chat only, so I didn't know you could watch all the same video together at the same time. Okay, perhaps that could work then. Maybe I'll try to schmooze more info out of June about when the doc is actually coming out. And I wish we had June back on and we could email him. We could ask him how many times did he get message from DSP? Because it was a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And just in the messages that June showed, he said it was extremely lengthy. What did he say? Extremely...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Extremely wordy response. So anyways, I also asked for tonight, I'll try to make the chat, but it would be on the later side for sure, kind of like last time, maybe around midnight my time. Long-winded. That was the exact word, yeah. Okay. I'll move the Rich segment later in the show. That's no problem. If we end up missing you, that's all right. Time is tight for everybody, okay? So, yeah, that was what... Then they did this that night, okay? So the video kind of was what they watched that night. Next. He says... These detractors are insane. Holy fuck, dude, the mental illness. Oh, well, we'll never fold to that shit. The more I think about it, the more I hate them and want to see them suffer through your success. Most people who do lolcow stuff are even like that. Sure, they're a bit nuts, but ultimately they like to see the content from their cow and are ultimately the biggest fans of the people they hate. This is different. It's an actual visceral hatred for no good reason. When given a chance to explain, they have no arguments an adult would take seriously. It's very sad. So DSP then loves this talk and says, it's very much like a cult. They have formed entire online social relationships and friend groups around hating me. And so any reason to bring me down is justified. There's no reason or logic behind it. There was once many years ago with stuff like the This Is How You Don't Play movement, but I've improved so much from how I used to be as a gamer, content creator, and person in the last decade that those criticisms don't hold much validity anymore. Now it's just hurt Phil and his family as much as we can, revel in it, justify the hate with fake morality, and repeat daily. Andy chimes in and says, yo, apparently Review Tech USA is pretending to be me in your chat. I just got a message about it. I go by Comedy Crazone. I sent you super chat as Comedy Crazone. All good, man. I don't fall for that stuff. I get imposters all the time. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, DSP says, okay, so I've got you guys oh my God. Okay, I'll do this in DSP voice because it's necessary. Okay, so I got you guys the inside info. Inside info. June the King is dropping a Review Tech on Sunday, August 11th, unless there's a YouTube monetization issue. That's a challenge for all you guys, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure they understand my bumping it if we were at a collab react event. Oh my God, he did it again. He just copied and pasted it. He copied
one of them is bound to
pasted it.
respawn.
He copied and pasted it. Oh my God, second time today. Andy says, We stream randomly, so it's fine for us. I'll talk to Ash tomorrow. We'll figure it out, dude. I'm sure your audience will understand as this will be a big event. Now we go to this. Okay, we can really arrange it, blah, blah. Cool, me too. Just have to work out the technical stuff, so maybe do a test stream beforehand. Cool, just have to work out the technical stuff, blah, blah, blah. Oh, he said the same thing. There you go.
Unbelievable.
Cool. He changed it a little bit, though, this time. He didn't copy and paste for some reason. Okay, and there we go. So, this is, before this happens, he does say, oh my God. Holy shit.
Again.
I didn't know he did that. Both times? He just does the same exact message? Holy shit. Anyways, we could do Tuesday. They figured it out. I'm so hyped. So they said, okay, they still figuring out the date. Okay, let's pencil in Tuesday night at that time. It's really easy to set up Discord. We'll show you. We can add me in the Discord. Blah, blah, blah. They add him to the Discord. Okay, let me try. I was fucking up Discord. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. We never, ever would give it out. They wouldn't give out Discord. He says, like, please don't give out my Discord. It's how I communicate with a few chat mods. Blah, blah, blah. You know. Okay. This is still going. I can't read all this. Thanks for that. I actually think if you actually knew me, you... Oh, holy shit. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So this is right before the DSP goes on Kino Casino for the first time. We're 2 days before that right now. Triple P says, I also personally want to apologize to you privately for any remarks we made that were offensive to you or your wife. On the show,
She's fat.
He said that many times at this point.
Yes.
On the show, I do a lot of performative cruelty because both myself and the audience find that funny. I rarely have any true feeling of malice behind the words, and certainly didn't in your instance. I feel bad if we negatively impacted you or your wife. All the best. And I appreciate it in spite of that, you giving us a chance. Did he talk about anything about the wife yet? I'm trying to see if he brought that up on the DMs at all. I don't think he did. No, he did not yet.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, so just letting you know. Okay, so DSP says, thanks for that. I also think if you actually knew me, you wouldn't have said some stuff. You were coming from a place where you have only known me from my detractors. And now that you know...
he watches, like, Kino Casino watched, like, 40-minute videos.
Yes.
Like, how are you going to take it out of context and have it misinterpreted by somebody else?
Yep.
And
once again, as well as a reminder, this is DSP's plan. This is...
Oh, yeah, thank you. Please keep reminding us. We're on day 20 or so of the plan right now, so it's going well. Now that you know my detractors personally, you see how they are. They have not only messaged me nonstop, but tried to derail my streams, too. I don't care. I'm going on your show, and we should have a good time for a couple of hours. Triple P says, I think the tide is really turning against the detractors. We've been getting lots of positive feedback, much more than negative, and many people are expressing how unhinged the detractors are. DSP says, looking forward to the show.
That was true, though. That was true at the time.
Yes, it was. Dent tractors were a big thing. There was a huge... If you go to those videos now and look at the comments, I mean, say whatever you will. The tourists, DSP tourists, and the Kino Casino fans... They were very, very into DSP being a thing at that point, right? They were saying, King Phil, third seat. You know? Yeah. I feel like Phil is a really cool guy, that kind of stuff, right? And it could be them trying to add to it, but, you know.
I understand the detractors. They don't want to see DSP get any kind of lick of success in any kind of resurgence, but reacting so sharply to stuff like that just makes you seem unreasonable, and it makes people on the other side just want to make you even more mad because it's funny.
Yes,
and then this happens.
Yeah. So I wanted to show, this is, I want to show me and Meerkat's tweets here. So this was 5 days before that. I said the odds of Philip doing a Kino Casino interview are now skyrocketing. After claiming people that talk negatively about others on the interview are all miserable fucks, he said Kino Casino are smart and aren't doing it to be malicious. Hang on to your fucking butts. I was right on that one. Meerkat Mob had a thought as well, and he said they're playing the obvious game. Milk him for as much content as possible, preferably before he starts hating them. After that happens, they can just transition to A-logging him. They can cheese an interview out of him, get a bunch of views, piss off dickers. Very easy play. And that was extremely prophetic there from Meerkat Mamba. That's exactly what it was. Also, I said all is revealed now. Philip is looking past Kino Casino, literally calling him regarded a scammer because they are offering him two things he has wanted more than anything on earth for 30 plus years: to not be the butt of the jokes and to sit at the cool kids table. And that was it. Kenny says, I somehow don't see this ending well for anyone involved. Well, we'll get there. Okay, so I missed a few videos here. Just want to show a little bit more of that because we're jumping through in the DMs here. So let me go to this one right here. He did say this in the Daily Wrap. Remember, this is just 3 days before the DMs we were showing. They're building towards doing their collab.
But other things too, including talking about how I just hung out with the guys on the Kino Casino stream last night for about an hour in their chat.
Hung out with the guys from Kino Casino. He was in their chats.
He had a good time, and how we're possibly planning
great
on
moment.
doing something in the future. Perhaps, a stream where we both comment on the upcoming Review Tech USA documentary and stuff like that. So various different discussions on the show today. Check it out if you're interested.
All right.
First,
hung out in their chat for a while. One more thing from this very same day.
And kind of like hate on Phil.
Here we go, real quick.
Like, these guys treat me more fairly because they look at all the other people out there who are doing awful things, and they look at me and they're like, why does everyone razz and kind of like hate on Phil when he doesn't really do anything like these other people? Yeah, you can say every once in a while he has a flaw or whatever and he does something stupid and we call him out for it, but all the things that people say about him is like most of it doesn't even matter if it's true. Some of it's not true at all.
He's just putting words into their mouth now.
It's just ridiculous that he gets this amount of hate.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's a fair assessment, quite frankly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm okay
what?
with
I think I think DSP gets the most amount of hate because or at least that's the biggest part of hate he gets is because he's just an annoying prick. He's just a very hateable guy. I just can't help myself but be against him and disagree with him and dislike him because of his general behavior and his treatment of other people and the way he's expressing himself and his personality. That's just it. He didn't do any heinous crimes. He didn't commit war crimes in faraway countries. He didn't do anything all that bad. Maybe a little bit of bankruptcy fraud and a little bit of tax fraud here and there. But everybody does that, right? I've done that just like a couple of times this week. It's human. Yeah. It's human.
I've always said I think that one of the worst problem with him is just his complete unlikable aura. You know, just very
the vibe,
negative aura.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, the entitlement, I think a lot of people don't like. He thinks he tries to pretend to be a very hardworking person when playing video games, no matter how you slice it, is not getting into the grind. You know what I'm saying? That's a very hateable thing as well. Big up Mr. Lolcow says, sorry if this was asked before, but any updates from the Clum Shot side of things, or is Phil paranoid from Side Scrollers, Truth Seekers, and Kino Young out? Yes, Mr. Lolcow, that is over. I think it's because, we don't know the real reason. DSP said there was no need for it. But also he filmed inside his house and stuff, so maybe that's why he didn't do it. But there's no real definite reason why it didn't happen. Really, he just said he wouldn't want to do it. He kind of said he was going to do it even at Mike Clum in the house, and then all of a sudden he said, "No, I'm not doing it anymore." I think he said it was Cat's idea, but that doesn't mean it was. Many things are Cat's idea that aren't her idea. Grimner in the house says, "Big ups to TBS Cult, massive. Big ups, Grimner." Yona Hall says the whole mukbang clown show with the silly faces is a put on act. Phil thinks it's his magnum opus because so many don't realize he does it on purpose. Oh, when eating? I don't know. I think that's just how he eats, like an animal. But maybe.
Yeah, I think that's just how he eats. And then he saw a lot of comments from people telling him that he looks weird when he eats, and then he
overdoes it now.
Exactly.
Now you just overdo it because I'm owning the meme. Big ups, Golden Glover Champ. Rito Ryan says, Sam, I need some caps put in. What do you offer in full body dentistry? Ooh, like start with
What is
massaging
that?
my gums and see where it takes us.
Full body dentistry.
Your hot dental assistant can join in too. I can pay in cash. Oh, okay. That's DMs. Please send him a DM.
Okay, well, yeah,
that's the DMs.
yeah, we'll talk later.
Jesus,
Send me a paragraph later, and we'll see.
Jesus Christ. Some Gator says misappropriating funds makes someone unlikable. Yeah, but like Meerkat said, though, we've all done some different degrees of that. That's not like if he was just a tax fraud. I mean, there's millions of people that do tax fraud. Some get in trouble, some don't. But the problem
I'm
is
not
all
saying
the other
it's
stuff.
okay.
Yeah, it's not cool.
I was making a joke out of it, but it's still like I criticize him for committing the tax fraud, which I'm very convinced he did, and I criticize him for committing the bankruptcy fraud, which I'm 100% sure that he did.
Yes,
and he spent all that money, which is the funny part is that he spent the money on pictures of wrestlers.
Yes, that's what makes it funny. And was begging like he would lose his house, but instead of not spending money on wrestlers, he just begged more. And said, well, I'm not going to quit wrestlers, so you guys have to give me more money. That's what it's the funny part. But okay.
Razz me if you want.
Okay.
Make fun of me. I'll razz myself. Right? Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah, really.
I know that
DSP's best skill is razzing himself, as you know.
I'm not perfect, right?
Whoa. Okay.
Stuart says, I found an article that says you have to redeem the code manually and how to do it.
Okay, do not care. Also from this day.
It was only around, like right around midnight, I want to say, Pacific time.
He's talking about his time spent in chat with Kino Casino.
Oh, I was good. We were in bed, and she went to sleep, and I was like, well, let's see what these guys are doing. And I turned on.
When cat's away, the dogs will play.
Their show, and they were doing their thing. They were talking about a bunch of stuff I know absolutely nothing about. They were talking about iDubbbz, and they were talking about some other guy I never heard of. But it's fun because when I'm over there, like, listen, again, I know these guys are not my biggest fans. They've made fun of me just like everyone else.
Correct.
Over the years.
Correct.
They razz me. They give me the business when I do something stupid.
Give me the business.
Which everyone has the right to do. Correct? But at the same time, I feel like these guys treat me more fairly because they look at all the other people out there who are doing awful things, and they look at me and they're like, why does everyone razz and kind of like hate on Phil when he doesn't really do anything like these other people? Yeah, you can say every once in a while he has a flaw.
Artist rendition.
Yeah, wow.
That is literally what happened. DSP just told you that what happened. Cat goes to sleep. He goes to the boys. Hell yeah. Come on. His monster energy. This is a joke, but this is what happened. Okay? This is what happened. This is parody, but it's literally what happened. He just told you.
Whatever, and he does something stupid, and we call him out for it, but all the things that people say about him is like most of it doesn't even matter if it's true. Some of it's not true at all.
Oh,
it's just ridiculous that he gets this amount of hate. And so I feel like that's a fair assessment, quite frankly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So this is just DSP telling you why they're not as bad as you think, okay? They're not as bad as you think.
Pause.
Yeah. The disgruntled bowler look. I like that one. Okay, let's go to... Okay. They're still getting the thing. Hey, man, sorry I forgot to send your message. Okay, so now it is time for the first interview. Now, we're not going to watch all this. Obviously, this was on August 6th of 2024, where he first went on the Kino Casino. And what they did during this show is... Now, a lot of people didn't agree with me, but you see what you think now, guys. You can. Every single element of this was a sneak diss. Okay?
Yeah.
So
there was a lot of it, yeah.
What they did, the segments they brought up, okay, maybe the Baldo wasn't a sneak diss, but having DSP watch Ethan Ralph jerk off on cam is a sneak diss, guys. There's a lot of videos you could watch, but they showed him Ethan Ralph jerking off on cam. Another one they did was, what else did they show? They showed the Baldo, of course, was a classic one, the Baldo. What else did they show? They showed that's the beating off part here. So let's see. Philip is just uncomfortable during the entire thing, has no idea what's going on.
He's known for that.
Okay.
He's been in clown college for some time.
All right, so we have that.
What else
this is him
here?
This is him 2 weeks ago.
This is him a little bit after him doing the stomach bongos? Let's have a look at this one, Phil.
He passed out drunk, and then someone donated the Oblivion, like a soundtrack.
Yeah. What the hell's wrong with his face?
Yeah, he's like,
well,
bright
many
red.
have speculated like it's like leprosy or something.
That's his skin? That's not paint?
No, that's his skin.
Yeah.
Whoa. What the hell?
It's from
The wild part of this is DSP would have Ethan Ralph on his show about 5 months after this. But
of course, yeah.
But I really like I really like this format of showing something that you think is very funny to someone who knows nothing about it.
Yes.
But this works if the other person is like interesting or they have any kind of an interesting reaction. And this is not the case here. Like DSP, he just doesn't work as the straight man because, well, yeah, he's gay. There you go.
Yeah, he's boring.
And
he has nothing to
boring.
say. Dude, how they presented this too is they're trying to show him something. You know when you like have something surprising, but you don't want to say it. You want the person to figure out the surprising thing themselves and then have their reaction, right?
Right, yeah.
They're doing that with DSP, but he doesn't get it. So they have to really wait for him to get what's going on here. Like, he's like how DSP was treating Review Tech during the Snake Eating podcast. Like, Review Tech, don't you get it? But Review Tech didn't get it because in that case, there's nothing to get. But it's like, all right, he's jerking off. You going to get that? Just watch.
Name that he came up with. And
Look,
Yes.
like,
Yes.
they're waiting for him to get it.
Yes. We need more. Yes.
Disturbing. It looks like it's covered in blood or something.
See?
I know.
Worski's doing his best to act it up, but that's not funny even, you know?
Like a neutral, like third-party observer to show this to. It's like we're not just like making stuff. Like this is some rough stuff, man.
Like, you know what he's doing.
Shit.
So is DSP looking at, because I see he's looking to the left where
It's on his far away computer. You know,
yeah,
he's miles
across the
away.
room.
Yeah,
That's insane.
This is pre-second PC, so yeah, everything's done through that one monitor. With
Well,
his,
that's still the case, though, Sam. That's still the case.
Well, I know, yeah, but at least
yeah.
he's now got another monitor to look at whatever on.
Yeah, I think I'm wrong on this.
This is why
I know nothing of this man whatsoever. Some people have referenced him on my streams, but I don't know.
He is a convicted.
Yeah.
By the way,
Okay. Anyways, they're watching Ethan Ralph shit endlessly, making him say stuff. I kind of want to see the ending here, and this is very funny when we get to the after this all ends and how Worski and Triple P talk about this moment. How they were saying how they were personality catfished, and the show was they were messaging each other during the show, talking about how boring DSP was. They said that while this show is going on, they're messaging each other saying this fucking sucks.
Yep.
Apparently it is. So that's where the line is crossed.
I'll say one thing in case anyone's like, oh, you guys are being hypocrites. We did that to Review Tech once, but he was accusing us of hacking him.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't want to talk about it now, so we're just going to get on. So that was the first on-screen, thing together. They're doing something together. DSP says after that was a great appearance on Kino Casino. So thanks to Power of Truth and Andy for having me on. Tomorrow we're back to a full day of gaming stream with full whatever. Okay. Now let's get to the DMs after that. Okay. So here we have another double message here. Oh my God, that's 4. Can you guys maybe get on a call with me at 5:30 PDT so we can set it up? That was before. Okay, great. Blah, blah, blah. It worked. Okay, cool. Okay. So this one, let's see. Where are we at now? Let's make sure. Okay, so August 12th. Okay, I want to make sure I'm in the right here. So they didn't really talk about... That happened on August 6th. But it looks like there was no real talk. Oh, you know what happened? I bet they switched to Discord chats. You know what I'm saying, Meerkat?
Yeah, that would make sense.
There's no talk here between this and then the Review Tech thing. And that was be it, right? So interesting, there's nothing there. But now let's get to that Review Tech thing, which I think is you know, we're going to stop this episode for sure, but there's a lot to that one. So Review Tech React is here, and I didn't know. Look at this thumbnail. That's on DSP Reacts, by the way. Who made that one, I wonder? But okay, so Meerkat, give me some timestamps here. You tell me, where should we start this bitch off, because it is 4 hours long.
We're gonna be good now,
and we do want to see the best.
Let's start from the introduction where DSP introduces himself and starts monologuing.
Okay, gotcha.
That's kind of interesting. And look at their reactions.
Okay.
At the things that he says.
There you go, guys. There's your prompt. Sunny 3.0 RGB says, I've been speaking to Brian, top tier rated. He said he has no beat problem with detractors. Only 2 people, but that's the internet. What ended the collab was DSP calling Brian's friend, who he doesn't know, pattern player scum. Yes, that is true. Thank you, Sunny, for that. Because that did happen when he played him online. He said he's a pattern player scum. That is true. Big up, Sonny. Mr. Lolcow says, big ups, gang. Love the podcast. As always, be sure to walk to the mailbox and curl 5-pound dumbbells. No need for exercise bike for a peak gamer body. Yes. Big ups to you, Mr. Lolcow. All right, let's go.
All right.
It took forever. We got it done, though.
Some credit for that. No, thank you.
Well, the problem, guys, just to be clear to everyone on the internet watching now and you're freaking out, I got this anonymous email. It says suggested settings for, Discord. But I checked. It was from Rich. That's what it was. He gave me the sabotage settings.
Playing joke. They always work.
USA. Typical tech knowledge from Review Tech. Really?
Okay.
Really?
So this, for reference, this was 5 days after the video we just watched.
Yeah. It's good now.
Give us 1 second. I'm going to tweet this out so everyone knows that we're on.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vickers sent in the...
Okay, let's get to the intro.
I want to see some donos for Darkside Phil. Let's get $100 tip right now.
All right, let's get to how long does this intro last? Let's see.
Likes of which we've never ever done here before. In my 16.
Oh, here we go.
More donuts
to start.
The money. Let's
there
get
we go.
out
Here's
of
the
here.
start.
All right, guys, that was it. Thank you.
Oh, we're out of here. Stream.
We appreciate
talking about?
you
No,
guys
thank you, guys.
showing up for the dono read.
Wait, hang on. Carson, Cameron, Clark for one. In the wheel. Thank you. And David O'Neill to Jesse.
That's
okay.
Stickers USA here. Have a great show, guys. All right. So if you super chat, there's going to be pop-ups. I'm not going to do pop-ups for tips because it's probably going to crash everything. But I promise.
Super chat.
We'll take breaks.
Super
Oh
chat.
God, this is so insufferable. Okay, we'll get there.
And understand.
We'll get there.
Okay, so we're gonna begin.
Wow.
Let's do this. Let me hit record. I'll do a brief intro and then we'll get started.
Oh, for
the
God's
brief
sake.
intro. That's what we want.
Yeah, here we go.
Hello, everyone, and good evening.
It's not
Welcome
very
to the
brief.
13 minutes later, we're starting.
Show on DSP Reacts. This is something completely unprecedented. Something the likes of which we've never ever done here before. In my 16 years as a content creator, it is time for the first ever co-op React event. Live, we have thousands of viewers here lined up live. It's myself and these two gentlemen below, my guests from Kino Casino. Everyone, please give them a hearty welcome here tonight on stream. Gentlemen, how are you?
We are tremendous. So pleased to be in the court.
We're
of
not
King
worthy.
Darkside Phil. None of us are worthy of the honor to touch the hem of your garment here in the
DSP
castle
loves
of
it.
Kino, the
He's
Darkside Phil
loving it.
React channel. So many glorious reacts that you've done here over the years. So many iconic
He knows
internet
that.
moments.
He knows that it's not legit, but he just goes with it because it's the most he's got in a long time. So let's enjoy.
So many glorious reacts you've done on this channel. Oh, definitely. Have you seen him react to the ka-ching? That's amazing.
On this channel alone, let alone all the other incredible channels in the Phil universe. We are so grateful and so honored to be a part, preserved for all time here on the Darkside Phil React channel as we react to the felted bum dickers.
Oh,
he's getting a paddling. It's paddling time.
Paddle.
You might say, what on earth would bring these three guys together? Right?
Yeah, what is that?
A couple weeks ago, I had barely even heard of Kino Casino. I didn't know anything about them. But, I mean, let's be honest. It's kind of fate, right? Because tonight we're going to be reacting to a documentary by June the King. called A Rich History of Failure, covering the history of Review Tech USA here on YouTube. And boy, we couldn't be from more different positions. Okay, for me, I was the subject of this guy's bullying and ire on the internet for the greater part of a decade, despite the fact I don't know who the hell the guy was. And I tried to always kind of stay out of it. He always had my name in his mouth constantly. So now after 10 years of basically holding my tongue, finally tonight, the camera gets turned back on the bully, and we get to take a look.
Becomes the bully.
It's like, my problem with this logic is that everybody has known for a long time that Review Tech USA is a bum.
Yes.
And DSP is claiming that he got bullied by him for 10 years, which still makes him like a guy that got bullied by a guy that also gets bullied by people. So you're kind of degrading yourself by presenting yourself as the guy who's been bullied for so long.
I know. Like, is that some kind of flex, you know? I've been bullied for 10 years. Okay.
A guy who sucks, and other people bully him.
Hunter becomes the hunted. He thought that he was... You know, he thought he...
this goes for a while here. Let's get to any recommended timestamps there, Meerkat, on your thing here.
On somebody weaker than him.
Well,
it was through
most
the
of
grace
this
and the benevolence
like,
and the mercy and the maturity of...
Yeah.
It would make the most sense if we just kind of recap it and watch the ending. Because most of it is them just watching the June the King video that exposes Review Tech USA for being a bum and a liar and a bunch of other things. And DSP has a bunch of agreeable opinions, and the other guys support him and make him more credible on the topic. And then we get to the ending where it's like the big theatrical climax of this whole piece.
So DSP really has a good idea here as he's watching. You know, the whole time, guys. Here, I'll just do a random timestamp so you can see like a taste of it. Like DSP makes everything not fun. Here,
they're trying to figure out.
So not only did he not even play it because he was still on the first level.
It's just a random part.
But he's also hating on it. But now it's all of a sudden, it's the greatest game ever made. Okay.
About what it is, maybe because they've made a bunch of crappy Final Fantasy companies.
Like,
you know,
I'm just gonna go 5 seconds till it gets a DSP comment.
IP over and it sells 10 million units and it doesn't.
The videos were created. Rich could have natural pleasure inside the app. 2016, asking
well,
them if he
everybody
should make a Patreon.
Like, this is rough, man.
Like, what a grifter, you know, because it leads to...
This is what it's like.
Of being paid. Great MMO, everybody.
Not a single word yet.
All of these.
There we go. Let's try this one.
Rich is a well-renowned MMO player who covers all of these games constantly and has a big wealth of information about them and totally didn't only play the game because he got paid.
Yeah. I bet you he's never even seen FF in his life.
That one fell flat. That one fell flat, didn't it, Philip? Okay, let's get to the end. Okay, let's get to the end. It's time for Philip to jump into action.
The drop off.
And the Arkham Asylum document was taped to the outside of the graphics card that he sent back as well. It's all very likely. Yes, of course.
Before they sold them, correct?
Hilarious.
And he calls me an idiot.
Just letting you know that this Philip is flipped, and that's not a detractor video edit. That's how he was. I do not know why. This is on DSP Reacts, but he's flipped.
Okay, that's all. Go back to
just a weird thing.
This is a massive
streams are going
because
on.
he's capturing Discord directly, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Like, what an idiot, man.
Okay.
Excuses.
Kind of want to get to the ending here. Here we go. Okay, here we go.
From Rich's controversial past that serves as a base for the hate, to the killing of his channel, which provides discovery to detractor channels, and the tragedies in his personal life that have skyrocketed his anxiety, which has him responding both impulsively and angrily.
Oh no, wait. We got to get the start of it. Hold on.
This is... It's really
Look at DSP preparing.
So,
suddenly the pieces are falling.
Go ahead. Keep playing, because I'm going to...
Oh, God.
Hang on, keep playing.
We had Rich exposed literally about something completely different, and he shit on the...
Look at him, he's getting it ready, guys. Look at him. He's heating up, yeah.
How stupid is this guy?
I don't know.
There were many theories crafted that were not generous in explaining why those photos were on there. The fact
yeah.
was at its
You're
lowest
gonna love this one, boys.
years. It is a dead channel.
He's waiting for his moment.
He's holding it with 2 hands.
It is drawn from its decline or speculation.
You gotta love this one, boys. Hang on.
Review Tech USA is a dead channel because on May 21st, 2024, Rich posted this goodbye video.
I'm over what at least Review Tech USA was. I did this for over a decade.
He's holding it.
I got to sit in front of a camera.
He's holding it like he's holding a cake with candles, but you gotta wait for the party to start. But you're just holding it there. Hang on, I'll wait for the moment.
Being an idiot.
Hang on.
For a living.
Rich in this video also explained he had some personal, possibly said that he is tired of the news and is giving up on it. But will post every now and then if something catches his interest.
I'm
His
holding
efforts
it.
going forward will be in live
I
streaming.
never
and
knew
his music
this. I
videos.
never
I
knew
didn't
any of
either.
this. This is
Not
crazy.
even an entire 24
I didn't know
hours
this
later,
either.
that he posted
Hang on.
another news
Hang
video.
on, boys. Hang
Here
on.
he excuses his immediate comeback as a contractual obligation for a sponsor. None of the top comments are discussing the subject of the video, but
It
rather
ended up being bullshit. We saw the dates on when he made the ad and when he made the video quitting.
by.
DSP's just waiting for this to be over. Go ahead, Sam.
So, because I obviously I never watched this, I only saw bits of it, but I always assumed that he brought the case out at the start. Was that not a thing? Like, was that only
No,
at
I
the
think
end of this stream?
I think the ending was the first showing of the case. Yeah, the ending.
Really?
No, he did.
Okay,
in
I
the
can get
beginning,
there.
he introduced it. He said
He did.
for every sin that Rich has had, he's gonna remove 1 chip.
Oh my
I
god!
thought so. Okay.
How long does this take? Oh, here it. Okay, yeah, we got to show that. Here it is. My bad. I'll go back to that. Don't worry. Here we go. And he printed out.
Sure,
Here you go.
not.
I mean, he's not doing too good. We just started, and as you can see, out of his 4 stacks of chips, he's already halfway done with one of the stacks.
Yeah, it's not going
Oh my
so
god!
good. It's
Oh, here it is. My bad. Right here.
phenomenal.
Imagine.
It's okay. It's okay.
Like, imagine really thinking this is a good idea and doing it. You know, like
what? Guys, guess.
Yes, what could be in
Yes.
the case?
It's
That
Pulp Fiction.
magnificent Phil, phenomenal Phil, has brought forward.
Whoa.
In the casino of life, you start full of chips, right? Where everyone walks in fully loaded. But over time, you mess up. And every time you mess up, you lose some of your chips. Tonight, as we go through the Review Tech documentary by June the King.
That was
we're
a
gonna
terrible
see
metaphor, by the way. the casino of life. That was total bullshit.
you come full of chips. Oh,
Yeah, you start with so much money.
history.
Everyone is rich when they're a baby.
Yeah.
Screwed up. Every time he made a mistake, oops, he's gonna lose some chips. At what point will Rich be felted? Let's find out here live tonight on DSP
I love you,
Reacts.
Phil.
Wait,
It's so good.
Phil. May I say one thing? Take out some chips now, because right now it's time, right?
Yes,
Take out
yes.
some
Oh, this is hilarious. Yeah, this is hilarious. Okay,
yeah.
let's.
Once again though, like it's the same with every stream. Like it's almost as though. Well, no, it isn't almost. It is just that he's planned the first thing out. Like he's planned the gimmick out, but not
Yeah.
the rest of the stream.
No. He thinks his
He's got his
talent
big
can carry
speech ready
that.
at the start. But,
His
yeah.
talent will carry him through the rest, Sam. Please, as you can see. Oh god, this is so bad. This is rough, man.
As a respected
You need the full
content
effect, so
Look
we're
it up.
watching it, guys. You need the full effect.
to creators
Don't
that creates
complain.
long-form passion projects that are beloved, but
He's
as it
waiting
goes
with the
on,
candle.
it constantly shifts in his intentions, how he views his relationships,
good.
and how he sees his future. That is hard to see as anything but grim.
It's over.
It's
Wow.
a sad story, man.
All right. This
That
is
Jay
it.
part was fun.
This is the true finale. Okay? Right now. Because what we have here is the final stack of chips for Rich. And what we have to do is we have to break it down and we have to say, for every time that Rich sucked a cucumber for money, for every time that Rich kissed a cock for money, for every time
Hilarious.
that Rich
Oh.
took his shirt off like a lol cow, but then made fun of other people for being lol cows. There
Okay.
you go.
You wouldn't take your shirt off for money, right, Philip?
We're going to take a ginormous amount of chips away from him
Whoa.
for you guys, exposing him for what he really was and finally allowing the internet to see
It's for you
who
guys.
he was all along. He was 1 million subs insulated from the ire of the internet, and you guys single-handedly, with your exposing all his controversies, turned that around and let the internet see who he really is for who he is. So that's your stack right there, and that's actually the biggest chunk I've taken out of any stack tonight because
Wow.
you deserve it, guys.
Huge support.
Yeah.
And
Awesome,
yeah,
guys. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, it's for you
uh,
guys.
now that that's over, can you guys expose Almighty Tevin? Could you guys expose Duty, please, for me, maybe?
That's what he wanted.
Let's feld the trolls.
This thick stack's for you, Andy.
You deserve it, guys.
You deserve this, Andy.
This for Andy's shredded body.
Yes.
We have this left.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
June the King, not only making this documentary, but destroying Rich on Twitter for being a liar and hypocrite about doxing, and then today also calling him out for stuff. You know, there you go.
Yeah.
That is
And then
June the
saying he
King
was
stat.
felted. And saying he was felted in his
Right.
tweet after the video was done.
Right, exactly right. So at this point, after all of tonight, Rich
Folks.
literally has.
Here we go.
I'm going to show this. to
Get
you.
ready, guys.
One chip left. This is what Rich has left in his life. Now, here's the thing. I would like to say I am a person who believes that people can improve and change for the better, that people can learn from their mistakes. And maybe after having watched not only this documentary by June the King, but hearing someone like me talk about this tonight, I'm trying to help this man, okay? I want him to get better. I want things to be better for his family. I want him to make good content. He has one chip left.
Oh, God.
And he
Please.
has a chance to turn his life around. But he has to become a better person, and he hasn't. We just saw in that entire thing. He makes the same mistakes. He never admits fault. He always has the same problems. Unless you change who you are,
Can we get to-
will
can
never
you wrap it
improve
up?
and get out of this rut, Rich?
Yeah,
the
can you start
music.
playing the music?
Otherwise, that's why you're still doing YouTube.
Start
videos.
clapping, everybody. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's why you look like this. But you have to change as a person. Can you do it? Can you stop every day making yourself the victim, eating the edibles to feel better, and doing these awful things? Or can you finally say, you know what? I'm going to fess
Thank
up.
you,
I'm gonna
DSP, yeah.
apologize
No
for the
edibles,
awful
right.
person I've been for the last decade. I'm going to stop making these mistakes, and I'm going to move forward positively. Can you do that? Oh, wait. Oh, one final thing. For 10 years of you fucking with me and making my life miserable for your personal gain,
This is so fucking
taking your final
cringe.
chip is the king's tax, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're fucking felted, bitch. Felted. You're
Repeating
I always hated that.
Repeating
Oh,
it.
God damn
The
it.
repeat is the worst.
He didn't get enough out of the first felted, so he just repeats it
Yeah.
again. You fucking felted,
that.
bitch. Felted. Oh.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Can you
You're
can,
fucked,
no,
please.
can you imagine how bad this would have been if those two weren't there and he just said this and there was no
Oh,
like
God,
reaction
yeah.
to it, no
Yeah.
audible cheer of any kind.
Felted. Felted.
fucking felted, bitch. Felted.
Felted,
You're done. Because the thing is, even if I left you this fucking chip, you wouldn't improve your life. You had the chance. You never took an opportunity to improve. You
Oh, my God.
insulated yourself
Here we
from any
go.
criticism. But now
Oh.
you've been exposed. You're done. This is my chip, and I'm gonna wear this proudly in my fucking background from now on because I earned it.
He earned it. God, what an incredible
But,
place
like,
to end on.
Yeah.
Who cares about his stupid ass chip? Who cares about the
I know.
chip? It's a thing that he made up. Like, why would I care about it?
Yeah.
But it's a fun gimmick for like entertainment, but it doesn't work as like you're stealing the guy's soul or something. It doesn't work like that.
No. No.
He's obviously, guys, he overdid this thing. It's he could do a little chip gimmick. All right, I get that. You say, all right, here's all your chips, Rich, and then throw it or something and dump them all out. But like making it this 4-hour-long joke really didn't have the payoff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It wasn't worth
exactly,
it.
yeah.
You know?
It was the entire point of the stream almost.
Yeah, to get this little chip in the background. Is that even there anymore? And by the
No, I
way,
don't think so.
he would bring Rich onto his own show less than a year after this. So
Great monologue from Darkside Phil, the king, taking that final chip as
Yeah.
the king's tax.
So if you see the comments are, you know, if how generous of a king to allow his court jesters near to the throne. I died when Phil pulled out the suitcase. Absolute Kino. We have made history here, boys. DSP outlived Dr. Disrespect, Mr. Beast, Susan, and P. Diddy. What a king. It was all very positive. And this was probably the very height of the King arc right here we just saw. Like, this is when really this went into the stratosphere and the views started coming and he was getting maximum attention. So June, July, August. This is August right here. And you can see the next month would be his most viewed every month. One after, I know you can't see it here. I don't think you can see my cursor, can you? But I'll show you with this. So this month is the
you
right
can
here.
See this though, yeah.
Here's the corner. Look at the top left corner. So this is here where we are here, and then the next month is the biggest, and then this happens when the hype dies down. But of course, we're going to end here today. All the rest is, we have 2 more parts coming for you for this whole saga here. So anyways, big ups to Asfar, who says, getting something entertaining out of DSP is literally drawing blood from a stone. Yes, and as you can see, that's the whole time they're trying to do is make it entertaining because he adds nothing. You can't throw it to him because he has nothing. So you got to like hope he brings it himself. Like it's got to be hell to have him on your show. It's got to be legit hell because like, you know, he has nothing. There's nothing to say. Do your bit, and it's a cringe bit, and now we got to get out of this like hype black hole. You know, every time he says something. Chess Ty Wall says, it's been really fun hanging out with you guys tonight, being in your chat. Much love. Thank you for hanging out, Chess Ty Wall.
Yeah, we had a great conversation, Chess Ty Wall. Thank you.
Faradox says, you can see that Andy is his soulmate. Yes, you can see that Andy is his soulmate. And I promise that when we get to part 3, we'll show Andy's true feelings when he says them. He says, like, the whole how much, is like, what the fuck? This is it? You know? This is what he is? Yeah. Yep. Jordan Fadeaway says, he's acting like a child in a grade school play. Yes. Yes. And Quiet Cicada says, Disney movie main villain's final speech. But, like, the worst speech ever, right? There's no, like, brevity to it or weight or impact. It's just like felt it and felt it. Okay,
because you watched a documentary.
Yeah, you didn't make felt it and felt it and stuff.
But also your documentary is also gonna drop and it's gonna get more views and be more embarrassing. So like, how heavy is that felt? That's not a big felt.
Yep. And so after this one, I go to the DMs real quick here. Again, so after this, again, remember there wasn't much talk in between those two, in between the videos on here, but they did catch it back up. And okay, great. I tried to do it myself, did not work. Okay, the screen cap thing, blah blah blah, 100%. I'll be there. Okay, cool. And this is August 12th. So now we get into. Now I don't know why it's not here, but there is some talk of getting DSP talks to Sir Metoker. And tries to get Matoker on his show. And he says the following, and once again, he posted the same to both. Hello, Mr. Matoker. So I'll be honest, I have no idea why you want to talk to me for so long. I've only heard you dumped on me like everyone else. DM me and let's figure it out. I'm open to a conversation, public or private. Let's make it happen if it means that much to you.
Come on, man.
Anyways, and then we'll get to that. Matoker obviously did not respond to that directly. He did say some things about how the DSP is going to outlive us all or something, but yeah, he did not agree to that. Aloha Snack Bar in the house is great show. ALT Bolger and Sam. Looking forward to the next Snake Eating show. Big ups, Aloha Snack Bar. We will definitely do it. This is only part 1. So that was from before first message, all the way to the Review Tech USA React. And we still have a lot more. Thoughts on it so far? I would say my thoughts first are that I guess I didn't realize how fast it picked up, right? I thought it was like a longer build to it, but really, once they got that message, it happens real fast, and then we're off and running, and then it's on. And now looking back, of course, it's easier to see what the goal was of the whole thing. Because I was some questions about, me as well was like, how's this going to end? What's going to happen? You know, like, what is this going to lead to? And then, well, now we know, but go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, I think it's easy to look back now with, and say, oh, yeah, it's clear. But at the time, there was a lot of uncertainty around this, wasn't there? Like, honestly, I didn't know what to think of the whole thing.
Yeah, didn't know where it was going. Like it could how big, how far is this going? But Meerkat, any final thoughts on the part 1?
Yes, it's been great to look back at it and see how it started, and I think it was pretty, like you said, ALT, like in hindsight, it was pretty difficult to see what was going to happen. But now, looking back at it, it was kind of predictable how things would turn out. But this was only part 1 of what's going to be a several part series. And we're going to see many things in the DMs that we don't really have clips for. So we're gonna get to talk about stuff a lot more. I think.
Yes, and the DMs get a little bit thicker as we go, especially like when things start turning and Triple P gets a little bit more brazen with his commentary, let's say, of his certain someone in DSP's life. It gets a little bit more hype in the DMs for sure. But that will do it for today's show. Once again, we will see you tomorrow for the second half of the double teaming. Promise from That Being Said this week, and we'll do our normal show talking about all the nonsense that happens. But you're all legends. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Bye.
I actually don't think clicking like on a live stream helps at all.
This one goes out to the one and only, the big cat, the fat cat. Big ups. I first saw you in Burger King. You took 2 seats 'cause that ass is way too big. Had a boyfriend, I realized, but you told him lies with your raccoon eyes. The DoorDash is here. Wipe away your tears. Got you extra fries, and they taste just right. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Take you power walking on the beach, feasting on some sushi like you were the queen. Let me run some errands while you sleep. I can watch you play Skyrim all day this week. Have no fear, there's no trolls here. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Raccoon eyes. Kevin made you cry with those raccoon eyes.
In reality, like I tell you guys, every day when I wake up, that's the best day of my life. I feel like this next day is awesome. I have a beautiful wife who I love so much. She loves me and a family, Jasper, and you know the things we get to do together. You know, I definitely want more time with them and more family time. But I absolutely love my life today compared to how it used to be. Seriously, all those years back then, you'd be like, it's a whirlwind of crap. It was me. And by the way, I've told you guys about my past. I used to drink way too much. I would be drinking constantly, all the time, because I was so stressed out. Honestly, when I started with this whole thing, I was depressed many years ago, a decade ago. I didn't like my life or anything. And basically, liquor was the way to kind of get through that. It was, I hate my life. I hate who I am. So let me just drink it all away and just keep pumping out fucking YouTube videos. I don't have to do that shit anymore. Like I'm happy with who I am. Like on a live stream helps at all. So it really doesn't matter if this stream gets 100 likes or 2. I don't think it affects it.
Get me the fuck out of here. This guy's annoying.